Hoi hoi! It's louisity again, and for this video it will be the opposite of disappointing books read in 2018. I'm gonna be talking about great books that I read in 2018. Hooray! So, I don't really have like a fixed number of books, like a rank or like top list. I'm just gonna be sharing with you the books that I read that I gave 4 out of 5 and above. Okay, so let's begin talking about the books. So first in our list would be Sundays at Tiffany's by James Patterson and Gabrielle Charbonnet. Okay, not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. Now I don't have a physical copy of this one. I read it through an ebook and I gave it 4 out of 5 rating. I just love the fact wherein, people talk about romance with imaginary lovers, and it's just how like the book went through, kind of like really cute. So that's why I'm including it in this list. I have a review about it, with another book, One Day by David Nichols. So I'll be linking that down below, so you guys can check that out as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Up next is Forever Mine, written by Elizabeth Reyes. Now this is a book found in Wattpad. I read it through Wattpad. And what I love about this story is how it is simple, yet there's something magical about it. Like the whole, how people deal with rumors is being talked about here. And like I said in my review, which by the way I'll be linking down below, I love the fact that they talk about how rumors are actually starting from somewhere. There's like some sort of a validation wherein why rumors are being created, or why rumors exist towards somebody. So that is like a valuable lesson that I learned, and that like struck me, because I know that is very evident in life these days. We see people and we think like they are what they are, and then people would start like chattering about, oh, this person is this, when in fact that there must be something that is the reason why people thought of that person that way, even if, let's say, it's a rumor. So I gave this book like a 4.25 out of 5, which is pretty good. It means it's above average, I guess. I don't know about your standards, but it is for me. So gotta check that out. I think it's still in Wattpad. I'm gonna try to link it down below if I can. Up next is Wanderlust by Danielle Steele. Now this story talks about Audrey, who has been taking care about her family for quite some time now, and decides to take on a challenge of taking a trip and searching for love around the globe. Now this is what I love about it. I love the fact that it challenges like what it is to express our love towards our family, and as well as like just the whole kind of like out of country trips. I kind of like enjoyed that, and the characters were really executed well for somebody like me who's not really that much character driven. I love how it complements with the story, with the plot, and I love how annoying Annabelle is. She's just purely annoying and despicable, in this story. So if you guys would like to know what I'm talking about, feel free to read the book. I also believe I created a book review of this one. I'll be linking it down below. So yeah, I hope you guys would enjoy this as much as I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.25 out of 5. Now this book appeared in my disappointing books read in 2018. But like I said in the video, I gave it like 4.25 out of 5 rating, so it still qualifies for this list, and I enjoyed it really. I mean, I would like to put it here and consider it as a great read of 2018, and I believe most folks would agree with me, if not all, or lots of. Anyway, that book is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So I know a lot of you guys are, for those who've been watching BookTube and watch a lot of like YA books being talked about in BookTube, you guys already know like the story. Now, what I just noticed is that what I don't hear much about the book, because when we see this book or the movie, we immediately think about, you know, police violence, racism, prejudice towards, you know, African Americans. Usually those are things that come up in our mind. And I mentioned it in my book review, which I'm also going to be linking it down below in the description portion, you know, about opportunities. You know, that's something that the book talked about here as well in one of those scenes. Now, I don't know if you folks remember it, but yeah. And if you'd like to know more about when I discussed about opportunities, you can check out my book review on this one so that you guys can find out what I'm talking about. But overall, I enjoyed it, and this is one of my rare hardbound, you know, books. So it's actually pretty good and pretty fun to read, and it's convenient despite of it being hardbound. And kind of expensive, by the way. Yeah, but still pretty good. It's worth the read. Next is something that I really enjoyed, and I think I binged this, as well as, you know, another thing that is cool is that it shows that when you keep on writing, you just improve. Because if you saw my disappointing books read in 2018, you would see that the first book in the series I included, but it just got better and better, and one of them made a 4.25 out of 5 rating, which is Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi. Now, for those of you guys in BookTube, I believe you guys know this book already. It's been out there for years. You know, all the Tahereh Mafi craze. I remember that when I was like in college or just graduated college. Yeah, it's been like really popular, and what I like about this one is that, you know, the characters were very striking. The worlds are a lot better. There's much more action compared to how it was like in the previous books. There's still a little bit of a mushy. That's why I don't really still see it as dystopian. I don't know. I mean, it's just for me, like my vibe. But overall, I liked it. And guys, if you can check out my book review of the first 3 books, feel free to check that out. It would be lovely. I would be so thankful for that one. And you can check that out together with Shatter Me and Unravel Me. Now, this one is something that surprised me this year, and I would like to thank my colleague Hart for lending me this book, and that is More Than This by Patrick Ness. Now, I was just really surprised that I got into this. Now, there may be times that you might disconnect a little bit, and it could be quite lengthy. But overall, yeah, I mean, it's so beautiful, it's mind-boggling, it's mysterious. It would, you know, if you guys want to read something that is challenging every now and then, I would recommend this one, More Than This by Patrick Ness. And I think this is the first book wherein I read like a, you know, gay character. So yeah, I think that would be interesting. And what else can I say about this one? Oh yeah, I have a review about the book, so feel free to check that out below as well. I think I reviewed most of these books, so that's really a cool thing. Now, this is something that I read recently, and Samantha Sato, oh, you guys have a hint of what it is. Samantha Sato is aware of me reading this one and being able to finish, and she's looking forward for the video, and I will be linking the video once I upload it. But that book that I'm talking about, it is Love and Gravity by Samantha Sato. Now, I just love the mixture of elements of magical realism, imaginary love, ooh, I got it tongue-tied, imaginary love, and just the building of the settings, you know, time traveling. I got it. Even in a reading slump, got tongue-tied again about that one. See, I get tongue-tied because I'm so thrilled about talking about this book. Even in the reading slump, I am still like, ah, God, this is so cool. Like, I was so able to pull through it. It didn't affect my emotions toward the book. I just hope that Samantha Sato writes more books, you know, and I am hoping for more time travel books. So yeah, I gave this like 4.5 out of 5, I believe. Yeah, I believe it is. So we are down with the last 2 books. Now this one, I was just like blown away. I had a lot of like emotions reading it. I was so amazed with the action-packed, you know, scenes for this one. To think that I'm not too action-packed myself, but I really enjoyed this one, and I'm so grateful that I got this, you know, through a special order. Thank you so much, by the way, National Bookstore. And you know, this is one of those books that you rarely just cry. And I cannot believe that I cried, you know, got a little teary-eyed. Now you guys know what's happening with me when I'm reading, y'all. And the book that I'm talking about is the final book in the Dark Divine series written by Brita Spain, and that is The Savage Grave. Look at the cover, it's just so gorgeous. I think this is my favorite out of all 3. This one with a red kind of thing, you know, warm colors are basically my thing. And I gave this like 4.75 out of 5. It's just so good. Gosh, it's an underrated series. I hope this turns out to be a movie. And by the way, just like the usual, I have a book review of the trilogy. Hurrah! And last but definitely not the least, this would have to be like my favorite. Like, I can't say anything bad about it or something that would make deductions with its rating, because I gave it like 5 out of 5. I believe it's the only 5 out of 5 like perfect 5 that I read this year. So that is none other than The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. Of course, Rick, great when it comes to building worlds, and just the characters here are much more relatable, I guess because we're getting older in the story. But yeah, I just couldn't put it down. I mean, it's quite thick. I mean, I am a super slow reader, but I was so engaged about it. As always, I love like those little traveling, you know, when they travel to different areas in Northern America, Quebec, Chicago, Omaha, yeah. So those are like the cool things about it. Oh, and the Bay Area. I'm looking forward to read the Son of Neptune. I wonder how it goes, you know, end to end, New York City and San Francisco. So yeah, it's really cool and amazing. I'm looking forward to read, you know, the entire series, and I'll probably do a book review of it. We'll see. Let's just let the waves go is what it is. Let me know in the comment section about some of the great books that you read in 2018. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. Also, be putting down my links to my different social media accounts, so feel free to follow me there as well. Always, thank you super much for watching, and unleash the reader in you. Bye, y'all!